Stephanie, thank you so much, first of all, for participating in our Business of Trust programme. And if I may, my first question is really, if you had to select one of the civic principles that we've been discussing, which one would it be, and for what particular reason?
Well, it's very difficult to make a choice because I think they're all important. The particular box I've ticked is integrity. And the reason why I've picked integrity is that I think if we're going to get this right, then it needs to go right to the heart of corporate behaviour, and the business of trust needs to be something that is inherently consistent and ingrained in everything that the corporate does. And actually, I don't think it's just about financial professional services organisations. I think it's any body, actually, which is presenting itself within society with any kind of organisational purpose and an agenda which it is executing. And integrity, I think, is absolutely paramount, so that people understand and can have confidence in who they are dealing with and how that organisation is going to behave.
Fantastic, and that was, I think, quite a clear message also coming out of the wonderful forum we've just held next door, which is in itself quite a nice segue. We also have been talking about some of the recommendations that have been presented by my own or our own Leaders of Tomorrow community. And my second question really is, of those recommendations, again, if you had to select one, which would it be and for what particular reason?
So the particular box that I've ticked here, I think, is pertinent to for-profit businesses and is about corporate behaviour. And that is about purpose beyond pure profit making. And I think that when businesses get this wrong, this is the cause of a lot of the poor behaviour which erodes trust. I think that having a purpose beyond pure profit making is also required really as the foundation to create a coherent and a strong society that can flourish based on mutual collaboration and cooperation. I think that there is a rejection currently of pure profit making, and a huge challenge that is coming in particular from young people that we're seeing also through our work, and a challenge of whether that is the right principle for the way that we conduct our business affairs. And I have some sympathy for that, and I think that if it's all about profit and then it's about ticking some boxes that get the corporate off the hook in terms of community engagement or other things, it goes to the heart of this point of integrity. It is not authentic. There is no integrity in that approach. And so I think that there are some questions there for our corporate partners.
That's a very clear message. So a purpose beyond maximising profit, and I'm going to guess in that too, sort of explaining one's social purpose a little bit more widely.
I think explaining the social purpose more widely, and also understanding more widely that a business will flourish if a society is flourishing, and not to be so blinkered around what the elements are that make a business successful, and to be so arrogant as to assume they're all to do with the corporate's own behaviour. You know, corporate success is built upon the foundation of strong societies.
Very clear message, Stephanie. Which draws me on to my third question. This is a very complex agenda. There isn't a single light switch that we can turn on or off. But if there had to be one further recommendation, one recommendation that you would encourage the communities with whom you engage on restoring trust, what would it be?
I think it would be conversation and communication around the issue. So to get this issue of trust into the public eye, to get it discussed, much as I understand your initiative is doing down in London. I don't think it is discussed anywhere near enough between corporate leaders. I don't think it's discussed across society. And I don't think it's discussed between the citizen and government either. And I think if we could almost create the opportunity for conversation about this and a new contract between the citizen and the organisations within society, that will be really helpful.
And how young would you start?
I would start in schools.
Brilliant.
So our organisation involves employers in all sorts of projects and activities in schools for a whole load of purposes around skills and careers for sure. But I think there is a real opportunity to instil civic thinking and also that sense of participation, the confidence and belief that young people's voice can influence change and will be heard, and to encourage young people to have a voice on these issues and to think about how they articulate those and to give them the skills and tools to do so.
That is a really clear message, Stephanie. My final question. The civic principles that we've been discussing, the guiding principles and the Business of Trust programme, can they help restore trust between business, society and more widely?
I think they can restore trust. I absolutely applaud the work that's been done around this, and it's certainly something that I'm going to be sharing with all the corporate partners that we deal with.
Stephanie, thank you so much for engaging with our Business of Trust programme. It's been an absolute delight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.